What's going on, YouTube and Welcome to Lords of the Long Box presents the CovrPrice Top 10 Comic Books of the Week. Welcome back, Zach and Nemesis Prime. While you guys are getting congregated, how about some more Barbecue Boss? Since we did it last time we played it, and it's something that we don't always get for you people that you didn't hear it on the Shakers list. Maybe you heard it for the first time. DJ Scratch Bastard.
Barbecue sauce. Baby, I'm a barbecue sauce. Who am I? Baby, I'm a boss. Baby, I'm a barbecue sauce. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Baby, I'm a boss. Baby, I'm a barbecue sauce. Who am I? Scratch my stick. Baby, I'm a boss. Baby, I'm a barbecue sauce. Baby, I'm a boss. Yeah.
Oh yeah! Welcome back to the show, everybody. And my man from Amsterdam, Zach. Say what's good to the people.
What's up, everybody? Been missing, a little MIA lately. Been busy with life and work, but I'm happy to be back. CovrPrice top 10/11, and looking ready for this show, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Nemesis Prime, say what's good to the people.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's been a fun-filled weekend, and we are finally a little less than 2 weeks away from Doctor Strange.
Crazy, right? I mean, we got a top 10. We didn't even get a chance to talk about the Thor: Love and Thunder trailer that dropped. Yeah. It is just the teaser, but it pretty much broke the internet, and I'm pretty much sure what's going to be on next week's top 10, right? I think now. Yeah, I have a feeling we know it's going to be. But speaking of which, this show is sponsored by
right? Throg?
Yeah. Yep, he's going to be in there. Right. Show is sponsored by CovrPrice.com for your price guides, collections, and trends. Sign up for the low price of $6.99 a month to get the full-blown price guides. It's top 10, the shakers, and movers of the week. The show is also sponsored by our friends at Key Collectibles for all your CDC facilitating needs, signatures, slabbing, pressing, cleaning. Hit them up. They do it all. I did a video last week on Saturday that showed my recent 17-book submission. I'm slowly trickling them out on Instagram, and we'll have some for sale on my slabs. The show is also sponsored by our friends over at KRSComics.com. Use the discount code of LOTLB to get 10% off any KRS Comics exclusive. Speaking of which, this drops tomorrow. This is the Spider-Gwen Gwenverse In-Hook Lee exclusive variant. This is Gwenverse number 3. Obviously, it's an homage to Magic, or a Gwenom version of Magic, perhaps, I think. But it definitely looks like Magic's Gwen mashup, whatever you want to call it.
Perfect.
Yeah, but that looks dope. So
Gwynjik.
yeah, there you go. Tomorrow at Wednesday at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific on KRSComics.com, LOTLB to get save yourself 10% off. Once again, this is the Cover Price Top 10. We look at the biggest selling books of the week in terms of price and the percentage of jump. There are some interesting ones in here, some holdovers from last week, but as always, there's one that doesn't quite crack the top 10. What do we have for this week's runner-up?
Well, we got our first Vault Comics, I think, of 2022. So we got West of Sundown, #1. This is the thank you, one per store variant. So this Vampire Meets Western book has quite the team of writers and artists behind this original story. A welcome surprise with the one per store thank you variant was shipped to retailers, drawn by a Crow creator, James O'Barr, paying homage to the 71, of course, House of Secrets, numbered 92, the good old Swamp Thing issue, for an extra horror flair. So last week they tracked 23 copies, had a 7-day uptrend of 81%, and had a high sale of $46 for a raw copy. Interesting story about this book. The 2 days after it came out, I went to a comic shop and they had this sitting on the shelf as just the regular copy, and I immediately grabbed it for cover price because they didn't realize that this was the thank you variant.
That's now, is that price tag sticker part of the cover?
Yes, that's the whole.
That's
exactly
that's pretty dope. Yeah, to make it look old, because you're looking at it. I mean, that looks pretty awesome how they purposely aged it. Send it off to CGC and see what they do with it. Be like, they send you back like a 2.5. They go, there's a sticker on, there's a price tag on here, and all this other crap. Who knows what they do nowadays? But anyway, very cool. House of Secrets 92 homage. What is that? West of Sundown, #1. I don't even know how many of these came out. I didn't even see if my LCS even had these, but there it is. It's on our runner-up, so I don't know if it'll still be here on the next week's top 10 list. You know how things go. But what do we have for number 10?
Number 10, we've got Black Panther #3. So Tosin is back on the list. When Bleeding Cool reported that Tosin was possibly the new Miles Morales, this book flew off the shelves. The Wakandan youth has garnered the attention of the collective fandom with his unique perspective and use of vibranium. Tosin breathes new life into the old ways of Wakanda, and this book provides a strong setup for what will likely be a long-term player in the Black Panther mythos. Wakanda Forever. This week, we tracked 16 copies sold with a 7-day trend of 117% and a high sale of $300 for a CGC 9.8. Damn.
Wow. So it showed back up on the list after Bleeding Cool just simply said, he's the next Miles Morales. Although there's nothing about him showing up in any movies or any animated films. I mean, we'll find out, I guess, during San Diego Comic-Con when Marvel has their Hall H panel this year. But you would have think, maybe people are buying up because, it's been leaked out. But, damn, those days of long gone. I'm trying to find it now. But if you have them, hold on to them or flip them now. Who knows? The market is so crazy. Any article can trigger anything. But number 10 on the list is Black Panther #3. What do we got for number 9?
Well, I love variants, and this one's great. You got Sandman Universe Nightmare Country #1, the Jennifer Zone 1-in-100 ratio variant from DC Comics. So Jenny continues to add to her long list of iconic covers, from her hip-hop Miss Marvel #1 to her iconic set of Something is Killing the Children #1 variants. This is yet another highly deservable cover for her. Aside from the phenomenal artwork, this book is also introduces characters such as the Smiling Man, Mr. Agni, and Mr. Estisi. We've tracked 22 copies last week, 7-day uptrend of 89%, with a high sale of $280 for a raw copy for this great cover of death.
Is it just me, or is the Sandman stuff just slept on? I mean, because we know there's a series coming to Netflix, or are they already priced out and everybody's bought them all up? But I have a feeling, if they introduce new characters here, who knows? Maybe they show up on the Netflix series. That's another series that I'm really interested in looking at, and one of the interesting contracts that DC has, where some of their titles go off to Netflix. If what was that? The Robert Downey Jr. The Sweet Tooth, which was another DC book, right?
Yeah, that was the last one that they did.
Yeah,
It definitely doesn't feel like it's getting that much attention,
Exactly. Yeah, it'll get the Netflix attention, so that could be good or bad, depending on how well it does. They're infamous for canceling things after one season, but hopefully, Sandman continues. Like Neil Gaiman is one of my favorite authors of all time. Comic book writers and just novels in general. So we shall see, man. Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country, the Jenny Frison 1 in 100 variant for $280. All right, and we got a returning champion on the list.
Yeah, we got Spider-Punk number 1, Takashi Okazaki, the 1 in 50 variant. Takashi Okazaki blows it out of the water with this amazing bubblegum cover of Spider-Punk number 1. The 1 in 50 ratio keeps Spider-Punk's solo series in the top 10. However, the cover isn't the only desirable aspect of this book. It also introduces hardcore rocker variants of some well-known characters like Kraven the Hunter, Taskmaster, and a new version of Riri Williams as Riot Heart. Track 16 copies sold, 7-day trend of 186%, and a high sale of $229.50 for a raw copy. Damn.
Yo, I'm digging this cover. I love like how the sneakers are like prominent on it, like that Rose Besh cover that she did with the sneaker on it. So yeah, man. And I think this is the first Spider-Punk solo series. Like, I don't think he's ever appeared in his own solo series. So, you know, I heard through the grapevine that he's going to be into the Spider-Verse, the animated movie. So, yeah, that what was it, Hobart Brown? Yeah, that thing is impossible to find nowadays. So, number 8 on the list is Spider-Punk. Number 1, the Takashi Okazaki 1 in 50 variant. What do we got for number 7?
Well, we got another Marvel book. We got Strange Academy number 16 for Marvel Comics. So this issue, of course, features the first full appearance of Howie, a werewolf-like character with possible ties to Werewolf by Night. Note that he appears in multiple panels in issue number 10, which has led to the debate of which is the first appearance, whether it's 16 or 10, whether it is deemed the first appearance for himself. So, for now, fans are kind of back in the issue 16. It's hit the top 10 with 29 copies sold last week, 7-day uptrend of 103%, and a high sale of $20 for a raw copy.
You know, Strange Academy has some, like, whenever new characters appear on it, people seem to gravitate toward it. You know, be it that last villain, remember his first appearance that showed up. So it's good to see some books get organic growth, right? You know, we never know. It could be people who are working at Disney know that it's coming and they're all buying them up. You know, at this point, nothing surprises me anymore. Or it could be some YouTube channel pushing it. But either way, it fits that need. Strange Academy fits that kind of Harry Potter fit. You know, you know. So I think it's the perfect show for Disney Plus. To be honest with you, to introduce kind of these characters in Strange Academy after into the multiverse of madness, and you get all this crazy stuff going on. It'd be pretty dope to see. So number 7 on the list is Strange Academy number 16. I can't believe this book is on the list yet again. What do you got for number 6?
Wow, this one's a fun one right here. We got Battlestar Galactica number 1 from 1979. So Battlestar Galactica returns to the top 10 this week. If you recall, a new show was announced back in October. However, a couple weeks ago, it was reported that this reboot showrunner moved on to another project. While not dead, this does mean it will significantly be pushed back. Despite this delay, several online sources touted this as a book to pick up ASAP, which sent buyers picking up a copy. We tracked 42 copies sold, 7-day trend of 71%, high sale of $70 for a CGC 9.4. Oh man,
so
the
nobody cares about
everything right there.
Yeah, this is based on the original TV show, and then I think there was another Galactica that was based on the newer version.
It was awesome, dude. The newer version of the show was amazing. I loved that.
I'm a fan of the old one, the old Cylons or robot voice, and I mean, it was a bit cheesy for the time, but hey, that's all we had. You know, we had that, and we had Buck Rogers, man. Gee, Buck. So Battlestar Galactica, number 1, coming in at number 6. What do we got for number 5?
We have ourselves Amazing Spider-Man number 93, the Patrick Gleason webhead variant. So, of course, Ben Reilly, the clone of Peter Parker, embarks on his new personam as the villain Chasm. This new role for him has many fans divided about it, but out of all his variants, this is the one that everyone's picking up, of course, from Patrick Gleason. Of course, it sold 33 copies last week, 7-day uptrend of 95%, high sale for a raw copy at $23.50. Still selling well after a few weeks.
Doesn't Patrick Gleason have his own store like the guy that does the trading the other variants? What's his name? John Tyler Christopher. They have their own stores that they sell them from. Yeah, I know John Tyler Christopher has his own store, and he had made a deal with Marvel where he's like, hey, I'll do these covers for you, but I want to sell these exclusively. And that's how he got like the Boba Fett action figure cover is his alone, and he was selling them at his booth at C2E2, and so they weren't sold at stores. So I could have swore Patrick Gleason has his own online store as well, but I could be wrong. So Amazing Spider-Man number 93 coming in at number 5. What do we got for number 4?
Man, spider theme today. We got Spider-Man 2099 number 1. So what once was found in dollar bins has become a top 10 seller. This book is a perfect example of how powerful the media's influence is on the current market. Since his first appearance in an in-credit scene of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Miguel O'Hara's marvelous book has been steadily increasing in value. These sales will likely continue well up to and after the movie's release. This week, we tracked 41 copies sold, 7-day trend of 100%, high sale of $210 for CGC 9.2, with fair market value standing at about $189. A CGC 9.8 newsstand sits at a comfortable fair market value of $932. Wow. Dollar bin book for
I think I saw some of these on my slabs, if I'm not mistaken.
And I think this one, this is definitely because of the upcoming Into the Spider-Verse. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a trailer that dropped very soon. Because remember, we saw the first trailer and then we haven't heard anything from it for like the longest time. But I think kind of Marvel is tied to it a bit. So, they're maybe making way because, you got, Multiverse of Madness coming out and led their whole marketing campaign. We finally got Thor: Love and Thunder, and then you got to give room for the next Spider-Man animated film eventually, right? So for those who need to go take a quick breather and grab a beer, let's hear from our sponsor, My Slabs.
The platform designed by collectors for collectors just got even better. MySlabs.com is proud to now feature dedicated sections for both raw cards and raw comic books. Browse over 100,000 slab collectibles, authenticated by the industry's most trusted grading companies. Then check out a massive selection of sealed wax and now raw singles and raw lots. Join a passionate, no-nonsense community of nearly 50,000 members and enjoy some of the best buyer and seller protection in the business. And as always, My Slabs offers one of the most disruptive pricing models in the hobby, with seller fees as low as only 1%. So the next time you're forced to pay 10%, 20%, or more to sell something from your collection, head over to MySlabs.com, the low-fee marketplace, by collectors, for collectors.
And I guarantee I'm putting stuff up this weekend. I'm going to put some slabs up that I finally got back. I've been so lazy with it, but it's time for the old man to start selling some books. Number 3 is a book that, you know what? I am pretty happy it's on here, and I'm glad that people are getting first appearances of our first meetings, excuse me.
Yeah, this one's definitely odd or strange, should I say. Doctor Strange number 48 from 1981. So fans are already gearing up for the Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. There's plenty of anticipation for Brother Voodoo to be included in this film. As noted before, the market has moved well past some of these first appearance trendings, which is the next best thing. For example, this issue is the first time that Doctor Strange and Brother Voodoo meet in this comic. This first meeting sold 29 copies last week, 7-day uptrend of 151%, and had a high sale of $395 for a CGC 9.8. Not bad for a 40-year-old book.
Yeah, I think people are just getting priced out of like Strange Tales, and so on a side note, I will be posting something for Top Variant Tuesday that is directly tied to Brother Voodoo. You saw it on my CGC comic book haul. I can believe that variant was going for that much and then came back at 9.8. I was stoked. So pay attention for my Top Variant Tuesday post right after this show. So number 3 on the list is Doctor Strange number 48 from 1981. Nobody cared about this book before, but now they do. What do we got for number 2 is another hot book.
Yeah, this one's been around for a while now. We got Moon Knight number 1 from 1980. So while this has been hot for over a year now, the Moon Knight Disney Plus series has been lighting his first series on fire. Unlike any other piece of Marvel content, this series offers the audience an intriguing, unpredictable new addition to the MCU. Word is the next couple of episodes are the best and will set the table for Moon Knight's future MCU appearances. Confident buyers jumped into his first issue by picking up 59 copies at a 7-day trend of 91% and a high sale of $950 for a CGC 9.8.
Yeah, how apropos that it's on our top 10, and tonight is episode 4. So I was, for the people who've seen them all, they telling me that episodes, or they've said on, social media sites that, got all 6 episodes, that episodes 5 and 6 are the best of the series. So for those who are kind of waiting for the story to tell, they said that 5 and 6 are the longest episodes and kind of almost like a movie if you put the two together, like a 90-minute movie if you put two together. So I'm looking forward to finishing that off and then going right into what's next. Obi-Wan, is that what's showing up after Moon Knight on Disney Plus?
Yep.
Then we get Miss Marvel. Man, good time. Wednesdays and Fridays, right? Marvel on Wednesdays and Star Wars on Fridays. So Moon Knight number 1 coming in at number 2. Can only mean one book is number 1, right? What is it?
Batman Beyond the White Knight number 1 from DC Comics. Of course, this issue features the first cameo appearance of the new Robin and Red Hood's sidekick, which continued to be one of the hottest books of the week. Sold 61 copies last week, down from 119, but still hit the number 1 spot. Had a 7-day uptrend of 101% and a high sale of $22.38 for a raw copy. However, the current fair market value is around $18 for this badass Sean Murphy book.
Yeah, I'm surprised that this book is still on the list and number 1 at that. I meant, but it's only $22. But I mean, still, it's sold a lot of units for somebody knows something. Obviously, he's not gonna, I don't know if he's showing up. I mean, DC plans have been so weird. Showing. We haven't seen any real trailers ever since that weird kind of DC thing they showed with you remember that they showed like a snippet of Black Adam.
And then they changed all the dates.
Yeah, they said 2022 is going to be a busy year, and then they moved 2 of the films back to 2023. You're like, God damn, because I was like, man, this is 2023 is going to be great for a comic book movie fan, and then I was like, okay, we still have some of the slate, so we shall see, man.
The only thing that's been busy in the DC film universe is Ezra Miller's rap sheet this year.
Oh, but should have seen that one coming. So there you go, boys and girls. That is the Cover Price top 10 list of the week. Manimal, any last words?
Yeah, great to be back. Had a lot of fun. Check me out tomorrow night. I'm going to be on Moonlit Comics for a comic book spotlight on Ghost Rider, big fan favorite character of mine. So check that out. I'll post the link to their YouTube channel and definitely subscribe and join tomorrow.
Yeah, Michelle had a great episode of with you guys on her on Comic-Con. She is a collector right in my own heart. Supernatural stuff, Doctor Strange stuff, and she was saying she was missing some Doctor Strange issues. Maybe AOK or some Doctor Strange stuff. If you guys if I find extras, I know she was looking for the Moon Knight Stephen Platt run, which I have doubles of. But then we shall see. Nemesis Prime, any last words?
Yes, make sure you check out the latest episode of the Comic-Con podcast over on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcast. Last week was a good one. We had our boy Newbie Comics, who's going live in about 10 minutes over on his channel. This weekend, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to be doing a live Instagram claim sale for slabs. So haven't decided if I'm doing Friday.
Not what, Nat?
Going to try something different. Friday or Saturday night, I got about 40 to 50 slabs that I want to purge through. So some great prices. They're going to be put up over there. We're going to swap them out. So Instagram, make sure you follow me, Nemesis Prime.
Yeah. Nice. For those listening on the rewind, say, Alexa, please play Lords of the Long Boss podcast on Spotify. Until Thursday, boys and girls, we'll see you for the comic book shakers of the week. For Nemesis Prime, Milton the Man, this is TiVo. Keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.
The world's 3 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
bacon, pull it back.
In this you shall know that the Lord is upright. In this you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Go on and get some, boy. Jack, here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
In this you shall know that the Lord is upright.
What's in the box?